Do you know how many people have had visions, ideas, and huge career moves that they're about to make, and they allowed the word no to stop them?
When you make the decision to do what you want to do with your life, just know this: because the family and the friends in your life do not share your vision, in most cases, they will be the first person to try and talk you out of what you want to do with your life. But know this: only those that can see the invisible can do the impossible.
People that don't have any dreams for themselves, they tend to be dream killers. They'll laugh at you. They'll call you names because they have no dreams. They don't want it.
Most people go through life holding back. If you get into the habit of just being mediocre, it will become a part of your consciousness. If you get in the habit of giving less than what you have it within you to give, it will begin to reflect itself in your personality. It will begin to damage you psychologically. And you don't want to be a part of that kind of self-destructive behavior. You want to set some high standards for yourself. There's greatness in you. And you've got to learn how to tune out the critics outside and the critic inside. And since I'm going to do this, I'm going to harness my will. And I'm not going to let anything stop me.
You have to be relentless. You have to never let off the gas, never stop, never quit. Never allow anyone to talk you out of the dream, the vision, and ideas. And understand that for every level, there's another devil. It is the devil's job to create challenges, issues, and conflicts, insecurities, fear, because he wants to put you to a test. But I can tell you now, I piss the devil off every day because I just don't stop. And the devil is so mad. This fucking guy, doesn't matter if he gets sick, it doesn't matter what happens to his money or his finances, every time he gets out of his bed and he's on a mission to get it done.
And as you begin to look at your life, decide that you're going to start working on that dream. You're going to work and nurture that idea. Now, there will be people that will criticize you. There will be people that won't see it for you. But I say to you, don't let nobody turn you around. You don't need anybody to understand it. You don't need anybody to approve you. You don't need anybody to say, go ahead on and do it. If you get that, that's fantastic. If you get that encouragement, that's great. But I say stand up within yourself boldly and say, this is my life. I'm controlling my destiny.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday to all the people who are watching us right now. I really appreciate you guys. And welcome to another session of NDO here at AIM Nigeria Talks. Kamusta po kayong lahat? To all my brothers and sisters here in Nigeria, you are all welcome, especially the first-timers in the house. If you are a first-timer, this is the first time you're going to attend NDO online. Send me a lot of likes or thumbs up for me to know you are there and watching me. And next one, for those kababayans of mine from different parts of the globe, not only here in Nigeria and Philippines, but also in the Middle East, in Europe and USA, you are all welcome. Good, more earnings. Okay, so now, this is discussion, another training that we have, to which we are offering to first timers and to people who wants to improve their leadership, to improve themselves when it comes to this business. So if you are a person who wants to hone themselves, you are on the right place at the right time. Okay, so before we go on and start our NDO, or new distributors orientation, let me do some acknowledgement to all the people who are so early, our early birds, my dear friends. So let us start with Mr. Roland Yuta. How are you, sir? Good morning po. Are you there in Uyo or are you there in Potapot? But anyways, welcome, Sir Roland. And we also have Ma'am Josephine De Vera, may kababayan coming from Bulacan, Philippines. And I'm seeing someone who wants to do some shout out. Prof. Arnel Cunanan saying pa-shout out po, watching from Maragusan, Philippines. We have someone, okay, from South Africa. Imagine, I am here in Nigeria, and there is someone who wants to learn from South Africa. You are highly welcome, Mr. Malodi Mashishi. Okay, he came from Pretoria, South Africa. And of course, my friend here, Mr. Roland Yuta, said, I'm good. Okay. Mr. Roland is in Wari currently. So now to my friends there in Wari, thank you very much for doing your best when it comes to our business. More power and more blessings that will come to you. Okay. So now I am your speaker for today. My name is Rosel Giliera, one of the international trainers of AIM Global Nigeria. And today we are going to discuss one of the most important trainings that we have. We are going to talk about the how and why of the business, because you are all excited. You all know how big you're going to earn when it comes to this business. When you look at the marketing plan, you cannot stop yourself to feel excitement, because you're envisioning yourself that you're going to become one of the multi-millionaires here in AIM Global. My dear friends, I will be telling you this. All the things that you are seeing right now, you are envisioning and you want to achieve, it will happen with the help of EdPlan 2.0. And for us to improve ourselves and develop our skills, we need to attend these trainings. So without further ado, let me share my NDO presentation and let's start. Okay. So now, just like what I've said, your NDO stands for New Distributors Orientation. This is the kind of training to which we are giving it, especially to first timers. They just newly joined, because as you join the business, there are things that you expect. Especially, we are giving you a lot of information on how big your potential income daily, weekly, and on a monthly basis. Let me tell you this, even though all the system and products are wonderful here, there are system, process, and steps that you must undergo in order for you to attain the dreams that you wanted to achieve in life. So you cannot just join. After joining, you expect that in just a snap of a finger, you're already a multi-millionaire. It's not like that. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of strategies before you get there. And this is the start of it. We want you to have the skills first, and we want you to have the right mindset. My dear friends, if you are together with me, kindly type there on the comment section below, right mindset. You should have the right mindset in order for us to acquire the right skill, to have the right result. So here we go, and let me share to you the very first slide of our NDO. Here, you need to expect that there is rejection. Rejection is everywhere, not only in this profession, but even before we start this business, and even when we are still a kid. We are still children, my dear friends. For example, you go to a shopping mall, you want a certain toy, my dear friends. Unfortunately, when you ask your mother or your father to buy that for you, they will say, no, we cannot buy that one. It's because we don't have ego. We don't have money yet. Okay, maybe next time. So whatever it is that they're going to say, if they say no, they can buy it now, that is a form of rejection. there in the Philippines, here in Nigeria, if we wanted to go somewhere, we use keke, we use the cab, we use the taxi, my dear friends. If you try to ask them and stop them so that you can ride, and they say, no, 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 I'm not going on that destination. My route is different. They said, no, it means that is a form of rejection. So now, I am giving you an idea that even though there's a lot of people who will say no to you in this business, that particular no did not start from this profession, because we are already accepting no even before we have Alliance in Motion Global, and even we do this business network marketing business. Okay, so now it just becomes so heartbreaking simply because the opportunity is so good. The very first people we are going to ask, we are going to invite to connect to this business is no other than our friends. Who are those friends, my dear leaders? Who will you ask? Okay, of course, they are your family. They are your relatives. They are your neighbors. These are the people who are very close to you, and you don't expect that they will reject you. But unfortunately for us, they are the very first people that they will say no to you. Other than the word no, they will even say some bad words that can make you depressed, that can make you very discouraged when it comes to our business. Why they're doing that? It's because they're also concerned about you. And at the same time, they don't know the business that you have watched, that you have learned. That's the reason why it's normal, it's common that they will say no, okay? So the thing is this, we people doing this business, our fault lies with us, okay? We are not honing ourselves. We are not preparing ourselves first before we go outside and invite people talking about the business, talking about the products. We expect that as we join, we can just connect or invite people because the opportunity is good. Yes, it is very, very good, but unfortunately, it's not just, it's not just a simple inviting that you need to do just for them to say yes. There are a lot of things that you must learn and you must master before you get the wonderful yes coming from other people, especially when it comes to your family and loved ones. So that's the reason why if you're attending the ASAP or Alliance Success Achievement Program, we are always saying that you must train yourself. Okay, you must train yourself so that you have the right mindset, so that you have the skills, so that when you go outside, or let's say online, you have the skills, you have the right words that you will be able to deliver for those people to say yes. So now let's say, because you are so excited, you connect people. Unfortunately, these people said, no, I don't like to do that business. That is a scam. That is pyramiding. They only just want your money. What will happen next to you? Of course, you will feel these things. Doubts and fears. Do you have doubts and fears? If you're a first timer, this is a very common feeling. I have this one when I started in Global 6 years ago. Okay, I am a nurse by profession. I don't have any idea when it comes to business. What I only know is that I wanted to change my life. I wanted to earn a lot more money. That's the reason why I started this business without any knowledge. Okay, so now of course, these feelings are very common to me. I'm doubting myself. Can I do this? Can I talk to people? Can I promote the products? Can I promote the packages? Those are the things that is coming in my mind. Okay. And a lot of my friends are saying, you're going to do network marketing. I think that one will not work for you. You're a nurse by profession. Why are you going to do a business just like that? And you need to go to Nigeria just to do this business. My dear friends, a lot of discouragement is coming to me. And somehow it's kind of effective if you're not prepared for that one. So now, my dear friends, let me tell you this, doubts and fear is common. So what I can advise you is this. Don't let your doubts and fears control you. Instead, you should be the one controlling your doubts. Doubts your doubts. Because this kind of feelings are normal. This is one way for us to protect ourselves against those unseen situations that might happen in the future. That's why we have this kind of feelings. But remember, if you let these things control you, nothing is going to happen. as they say, if you keep on doing what you're doing right now, your result will still be the same. So if you wanted change, the very first thing you must change is yourself. Are we communicating? Thank you for the hearts and thank you for the likes. Okay, so now, my dear friends, if you feel these things, there's a lot of people who's rejecting you, doubts and fears is raining on your mind. You feel very down. Just say to yourself, I can. Type it there on the comment section below. I can. Tell yourself, I can do this. I can become a good speaker. I can become a good businessman. I can bring a lot of people. I can make people understand that this business is the business that can change their lives. Now, my dear friends, do that. This is a self-affirmation. You are attracting positive energies. If you wanted to attract those positive results that you wanted to happen in your life, start it within yourself. Encourage yourself. Don't think negatively, because whatever it is you're going to put in your mind, you're going to say it will become reality. You are attracting what you are thinking. So say to yourself, I can. Okay, conquer your fear, because as they say, fear has two definitions. First, okay, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. It's your choice. What will you choose? The first definition of fear or the second definition of fear? Okay, so it's up to you. All of us have a choice. It's our choice if we stay stagnant, or it's our choice if we want to move forward. Oh, I am seeing a lot of people who are saying, I can, such as Mayor Becerra, I can do this everything. Roland Yuta said, I can do this. Nel Engito said, so as well, I can do this. Afolabi Fatima, and of course we have Sam Amadi, Juana De Asumang, and Erickson Sarmiento Corpus. My dear friends, I believe you can do it. Start it within yourself. You must change your mind. As you change your mind, the words that is coming off your mouth will become positive as well. And the next thing will follow, such as your actions, the results, even the money will follow. So let's move on. SW3 principle, as they say, some will join, some won't join. So what? Just move on. Now, here in Nigeria, we have hundreds of millions when it comes to population. Me, when I started the business, I tried to talk to 50 people first day. Unfortunately, no one, even my family, my mother who really loves me, no one said yes to me. Instead, she said, I think there's a lot of countries out there. Why choose this country? Okay, so just imagine, very first day, coming from my beloved mother, she discouraged me. But unfortunately, I just take my step forward and did my best to learn this business. And fortunately enough, I am here in Nigeria teaching a lot of people and earning a lot of income. So now, my dear friends, if you think that the 50 people, 100 people is very plenty, look at the population that we have. Even there in the Philippines and other countries, 50 people is just a few numbers of people. Okay, maybe if they said no now, it's okay. It's just that these people are not prepared yet. They're not ready yet. It's not their time yet. Give them the time to think. Give them the time to see your results. Because believe you me, if they saw your result, they will be the one come knocking at your door and they will be telling you, I want to join you. How is the business going? How am I going to do this business just like you do? I want to also earn that amount of money. I want to also buy that kind of car. By the way, my dear friends, we have a new car achiever in the name of Mr. Ibrahim Abdul Rahman. Congratulations for that new car or machine that you have. A very young man, my dear friends, just starting the business, okay, this past few years, especially during the pandemic. But despite of that, he was able to buy the car. Watch out for that one, because we are going to post that on this page, the In Nigeria Talks. So what are you going to do? Follow this page, like this page, and you will be updated to all the good news, all surprises, and new trainings that we have prepared for you. And of course, I also want to give this opportunity, okay, to two of our best leaders. Okay, of course, our HOF, Hall of Famer, Mr. Namdi Anyachukwu, and of course, our top three, Sir Ofonbo Obokodon, because by Friday, we will be having a leaders training, general leaders training, and they will be the one to conduct that. Please, please, please invite all your people because it's not every day that these two top earners of In Global Nigeria is going to teach us how to become successful. Okay? So next, let's talk about this one. According here, if you really wanted to become successful, you must know your why. Okay, what is your why? All of us has a why. This is the one that push us to do our best, regardless of how many discouragement, how many challenges and difficulties you face, you will still continue. As for me, my why is my family. Okay, this is the story of my life, my dear friends. We are two, my mother has two kids, me and my brother. Unfortunately, my brother has cerebral palsy. So he cannot move very well. He cannot move normally. So now I know very well that if I'm not going to do my best, what will happen to my family? What will happen to my brother? What will happen to my mother? She's also getting old. She's not going to be, she's not going to get younger as time goes by. She's getting older and I need to do something to help her so that she has a comfortable life. Same goes for my brother, that despite of her, despite of his condition, he can still do what he loves. Okay. So that is my why. That regardless of how hard it is for me, I will still continue because I know if I stop and I did not do my best, it's not only me who's going to get affected, but even my family. How about you guys? What is your why? You need to, you need to determine that. You need to identify what is that particular reason you are always waking up so early. You need to think of that reason why you need to do your best. Why is it that you need to swallow all the bad words that those people are telling you, especially those people who's discouraging you, criticizing you, and embarrassing you just because you chose this industry. Believe you me, this industry is a really wonderful industry. Just so happened that a lot of people all over the globe is not aware of this wonderful business. So if you wanted to become successful in life, you must determine your why. Because whenever you're going to see that, okay, you see that, let's say me, when I was starting my job, I was a nurse, my dear friends. What I did is I put a board there and a lot of sticky notes on my wall so that I will always be reminded, my dear friends, of what is it that pushes me. Do that as well so that whenever you are going to wake up, you will see that, this is my reason. They are my reason. I need to do my best. Okay, that is just one advice from me. Next one. Okay, let's talk about the advantages of the business. Do we have a lot of advantages? Oh, thank you to a lot of hearts that Ma'am Rosario Lunasin has given me, Roland Yuta, and of course, hey, know your why. Thank you for the likes. Let's talk about the advantages of our business. To be honest with you, because of this business, a lot of people was able to earn money, double their income during the times of pandemic. If you see the results, or if you see the figures of before pandemic, during the pandemic, and after pandemic, my dear friends, my dear viewers, you will notice the drastic increase, okay, that drastic increase of the result of the people and the leaders of Alliance in Motion Global. Because during the pandemic, my dear friends, not only here in Nigeria, a lot of people were fired on their job. And because of that, they look for an opportunity. And good news, because the opportunity that they found is an opportunity called EdPlan 2.0. And right now, they are enjoying it. What they're earning is higher than what they are earning before. That's why every single day, a lot of people are joining EdPlan 2.0 and a lot of people are enjoying the products of this company. So let's start. What are the advantages of this business that other jobs cannot cater to you? First one, of course, this is a portable business. Imagine, we can still do Alliance in Motion Global despite of the fact that we are in the comforts of our home. Okay, right now I am in the office. By the way, this is Abuja office. This is my office here. And since everything is going good here in Nigeria, we can now go to the office. But before, we are doing it inside of our house because, this is also not only for our protection, but for the safety of the people. So imagine, wherever I go, if I do my business outside Nigeria, outside the Philippines, I can still continue my presentation. I can still connect people to this business. And I'm not the only one who's earning, but even them, they're growing and they are earning. Next one. Oh, global expansion. How many offices we already have? In the Philippines alone, we have already 200 offices there, and we continuously adding. How about here in Nigeria? We are expanding here every year. We have already 8 regional centers, and we are planning to add more. So if you are a person here in Nigeria who wants to have an office there near your place, what you just need to do is to inform us, and we are going to check all the things that needs to be checked for us to know if that place is a good place for us to have our new office. Next, my dear leaders, look at this one. This is a business that you can do part-time. A lot of our leaders, especially there from the Philippines and even here in Nigeria, that they have their job and they're also earning there, but they wanted to look for an opportunity that makes that income they're earning there double or triple. So what they're doing, they join here, they learn the business, and they're doing it part-time. But even though you're doing it part-time, make sure that the time you're going to invest here, you put 100% of your effort. You put 100% of your mind, your strategy here, because we don't want you to waste your time. Always remember that time is precious. It is gold. So every time you're going to invest, okay, a certain time for your business, use it well. Do you agree with me when I say time is gold? If you think and if you agree that that particular quote is correct, send me a lot of likes. Okay, next one. This is a family business. As I've said, you can do this inside of your house. And definitely, as you are creating a lot of results, the people inside of your home, they will see it, your strategy, the way you talk, the way you message your people, they will be able to copy it. This is a copy business. And believe you me, in the long run, as they see your result, they will copy what you're doing. And even your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, even your grandma and your grandpa will be doing the business together with you. Next, did you know that network marketing creates more millionaires than any other industry? And this one, we did not came up with this one. This is a research. This is a studies. If you wanted to see this one, you can go to Google or to Yahoo. You will find out the same, okay? The same sentence, the same quote, the same information. Because there's a lot of industries out there. Among all of the other industries, network marketing industry, believe you me, is the one that is creating a lot of multi-millionaires from rags to riches. Not only riches to riches, but even rags to riches. People who doesn't have the money, they don't have, they don't have an experience. This is the first time they're doing the business. And according to studies, network marketing is the one that creates a lot more people. Yes, a lot more people attain their dreams, achieve their goals in life. So if you're already here, you already joined our business, again, you are on the right place at the right time. Because regardless if you're a businessman, entrepreneur, or a person who doesn't have experience when it comes to our business, my dear friends, you will be able to learn it and you have the opportunity to become one of our self-made multi-millionaires. Next one. If you're ready to be successful, the next is you must have and you must check your attitude. What is the attitude we've been looking for here? I believe you are, you are aware or you are somehow informed about the GLLA. GLLA stands for Good Learning and Listening Attitude. I wanted to know if you are also together with me. Type it there on the comment section below. GLLA. Okay. Why are we promoting and why are we saying that you need to have that kind of attitude? Because attitude is more important than education and more important than skill. So before you have the skill, before you have all the strategies, you must fix first your attitude. Avoid the ikta. What is ikta? That is, I know that already attitude. In Filipino, to which, I came from, that is acne, or alam ko na yan. Okay? Because whenever you are actually saying this, you are preventing your mind. You are blocking your mind to learn new things. It doesn't mean that you are good at certain things. It means that you are good at a lot of other profession. It's not like that. Even though, for example, me, again, I came from a medical field. Despite of the fact that I'm good at what I'm doing, it doesn't mean that I'm good at business as well. So in order for me to do this presentation, to teach you how the business goes, I need to attend a lot of trainings. I need to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I need to attend a lot of, podcasts, or listen to a lot of podcasts, just in order for me to have the skills, in order for me to hone myself, to be the right leader for my people who is believing me. Thank you very much, Ma'am Rena Alba and Erickson Sarmiento Corpus, for saying GLLA. So remember, I want you to avoid that I know that already attitude, because there's no one person, or there's no people out there who knows a lot of things. Because as they say, if you stop learning, you start dying. So if you don't want that to happen, always learn, always learn. Okay. So next, learn the business as soon as possible in order for you to have that right attitude of GLLA. So here it is. GLLA stands for Good Learning and Listening Attitude. So in order for you to have this wonderful attitude and to start the business, okay, smoothly, without, let's say, at least lesser wahala, you must attend these trainings that we are giving to you. There are OPP, NDO, SAP, technical training, company events, and special training. By the way, I'm going to have a technical training this afternoon here in our office in Abuja. So if you're a person that came from Abuja, what you just need to do is for you to attend and visit our office. This training is for free. It will help you to know more about the technicalities of the business, especially when it comes to the usage of your DTC. Okay? So other than the trainings that we are giving you, there are more trainings that you can find on Facebook, on YouTube, on Google, on Yahoo. Don't be afraid to watch other presentations, as long as you know that it can help you to improve yourself, to develop your skills. You can watch, because we are doing it as well. Okay. Hey, I'm here in Nigeria right now. Okay. Ready to be successful? Other than the attitude, you must also check your belief. So what are the things you must believe in the business? First is belief in the company. We have a wonderful company heads. We have Dr. Eduardo Cabantog, who has been awarded as the top direct CEO for 5 consecutive years. We also have Sir John Asperin, our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Excitement, because whenever he is on stage, the energy and the excitement is somehow very contagious. And last but not the least, we also have the late Engineer Francis Miguel, Chief Finance Officer. So now, my dear friends, these wonderful people, they are not just, businessmen or entrepreneur that they're doing the business simply because they wanted to earn money. It's not like that. They started the business because they know how the business goes. All of them are networkers. They experience how to start from the very bottom until such time they earn a lot of money. They have the experience, the strategies, the system. That's the reason why when it comes to network marketing and when it comes to compensation plan, we are first. Yes, not only in the Philippines, but all over the globe. You can check that out in businessforhome.org. We have a lot of awards when it comes to that. I believe we have the award for 5 to 6 consecutive years. Other than that, of course, we have wonderful products. Do you love the products of the company? Annie Jan said, I totally agree. And of course, Ma'am Lorena Bansil said, I believe in the company, even I myself. So let's move on to the products. We have wonderful products in the company, such as this one that I am drinking right now, the Live Alkaline Coffee. We also have the C24/7. We have the Complete. All these products are good for the company. Not only for the company, but for your body, for your health as well. Look at this one. the products that we are creating, we did not only create them because we wanted to start business. We created them because we know people needs them. Okay, and good news, other than the fact that these products are good for the health, they are also good for your pocket. Okay, unlike other products. If you buy a toothpaste on the pharmacy or let's say a shopping mall, it's true, it can help you to brush your teeth, but unfortunately, the only one who earned is the shopping mall. As for you, you did not earn anything. But in our industry, once you buy a certain product, my dear friends, you use it for yourself and you are also earning money. And good news, because these products, they also have awards. For example, C247 last 2015 was awarded as the top direct selling product in the whole world. We also have here the Live Alkaline Coffee Shooticals or #1 Coffee Shooticals last 2013 and last 2015. Imagine even our coffee, they also have an award. How about the others? They have more, okay? So, my dear friends, our products are created by wonderful and big companies just like Alliance in Motion Global. They are Nature's Way, ESM, AMS, and Wader Global Nutrition. All these companies are focused on creating products that are good for the health. Okay, Akulabi Fatima said, our products are wonderful. They sell themselves. That's true. Who among all of you are using the products? If you are using the products, share to me there on the comment section below. What are the products you love best? As for me, I love Complete Phyto Energizer because it works well for me together with latte and my choco. How about you guys? Okay? So to all my empowered consumer out there who are watching us, I know you have a lot more products there in the Philippines. You can share the products that you love, such as the Natural Essential Oxygen Bar. Maybe you love the Burn Slim, the powdered one, the shake. You can share that, okay? So let's move on. Of course, you must believe in your upline. Your upline was able to invite and connect you to the business, my dear friends, because he has the experience, he has the knowledge on how to do it. So now, once your upline invited you, don't just disregard them or take them for granted. Respect them. And if by any chance your upline doesn't have the time, you need to understand that this upline has a lot of people under them. Okay? So if they're not messaging you yet, they're not contacting you yet, take the initiative to message them, call their attention, my dear friends. Tell them, I need your advice. I need your guidance for me to start this business. But don't expect that your upline will always be there for you to do the things that you need to do for yourself. They are only there to mentor you, to guide you, okay, and coach you. But once you're already, you're already equipped, you already have the knowledge, you already have the skills, my dear friends, you must have the initiative to apply it. Yes, you need to apply it. Don't expect that your upline, the one who connect you, will be the one to ask or connect people to your own network. They are only there, once again, to mentor you, to guide you, and to coach you. Okay, they can motivate you, my dear friends. They can inspire you. They can invite you to more events to make yourselves, to make you excited, rather, my dear leaders. But once again, don't expect that this upline will be the one to connect or invite people for you. Don't expect them that they are the one who's going to share the products to other people. Okay, so you must respect your upline, and this upline, my dear friends, once they invited you, you need to believe in them because they will help you. Next, of course, you must believe on your success lines. They are your downlines or your direct lines. These are the people who believe in you. So let's say they joined you. Once they joined you, again, don't expect that these people will just, do the things that you're doing. You need to teach them because they are new. Not all people has the knowledge on how to do the business. Most of the people who are joining here, maybe they join because of the products. Maybe they join because they really just want to change their lives. So in order for them to continue the business with you, to do their best, you need to give time. You need to invest time, okay, to teach them, on how to do the prospecting, the presenting, the inviting, and a lot of the skills. You need to, you need to give them a lot more trainings so that they can think of an activity, they can think of a strategy that they can use for themselves, that it will be effective when it comes to their own business. So once you have taught them, believe that they are going to do their best and they're also going to copy what you have did. Okay. So next. I love Burn Slim and Ultra H2 according to Mr. Eric Sarmiento. And we also have Christopher Sabo. How are you? Live from Nigeria. I am also here in Nigeria, Mr. Christopher. And of course, you must believe in yourself. The very important one. This is the most important one because without believing in yourself, how can you expect others will believe you? If you want others to believe in you, you must first believe in yourself. How are you going to believe in yourself? If you think that you don't have the knowledge yet, you don't have the skills yet, you are not talented, what you just need to do is to train yourself. Apply what you have learned, practice it over and over again until it becomes very familiar to you, until it becomes just like breathing. Because when you are breathing, you are not reminding yourself. You are doing it subconsciously because if you start, if you stop breathing, then you will start dying. So do that, okay, over and over and over again until such time it becomes a habit, okay? And once you are equipped, you are knowledgeable, believe in me, okay, that your belief in yourself will also increase. Owen Sunny, how are you, sir? Where are you now? Are you in Kano? Power, watch it. Wow, he really is from, he really is in Kano Regional Center. My brother is also there, Mr. Jermaine Hapitana, and he will be having a series of trainings there together with a meeting and trainings for the leaders that we have in Kano Regional Center. So other than belief and attitude, that one is not enough. Even though they are very important, you need to also check your commitment. How committed or how dedicated you are when it comes to the business. When you say commitment, my dear friends, there are times that it's not always, okay, it's not always positive. It's not always you feel excitement. It's not always there is something that will motivate you. Sometimes you will feel very down. Sometimes you will fail. Sometimes you will create a lot of mistakes. Now, during those challenges, what will be your response? Is it that you're just going to give up or you're going to continue? If your commitment is very high, you're going to continue regardless of how hard it is, how many times you fail and how many times you created a mistake. You will continue because you believe that once you continue the business and learn the business, there is something big that will happen to you. It will help you in attaining your dreams. It will help you in reaching your goal. But if by any chance your commitment is very low, there's a chance that you're just going to stop and you will remove yourself from the business. And that is very bad. So let's talk about the 3 levels of commitment. Where is your commitment now? Is it on the first level, second level, or the third level? Let's talk about the first level first. According here, if your level of commitment is just on the first level, it means you're telling yourself, I will try. This is the kind of people that they're doing the business, yes, but somehow they have a reserve. They have a backup that they will say in their mind, if this one will not work for me, I don't need to worry because I'm still earning a lot of money there. I still have a job or my parents are still going to support me. If your mindset is like that, my dear friends, you are not going to do your best. You are not going to put your 100% because you are only putting 50, 40, or 30%. You are thinking that, this business is okay. Let's say I will try it. If it works, it's okay. If it's not, it's okay. If you want to become successful, the mindset like that is not the applicable one for you. You must change it. So let's talk about the second level of commitment. If you are on the second level of commitment, you will say to yourself, I will do my best. But unfortunately, even though you're doing your best, there are some instances that it will not work. What if your best is not enough? What are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Are you going to move around? Are you going to just remove yourself from the business? It means the level of commitment that you have is just this second level of commitment. And again, it will do you no good. It will do you no good. Maybe this one is better than I will try. But if you are just going to give up in the middle of your journey, then you just wasted a lot of your time. So why don't you have the third level of commitment of having this kind of, this kind of mindset that I will do my best, whatever it takes. When you say I will do my best, whatever it takes, regardless of what happens to you, regardless if you fail, regardless if someone criticizes you, regardless that you are not seeing any result from your business, you're still going to continue. Remember, all the hardships that you are experiencing, those are just part of your journey. Once you've gotten the learnings from those challenges, believe you me, okay, everything will change for the better. If right now you are having a hard time, there's a lot of challenges in your life, you need to be happy. It just means that you are getting there. You are taking your step nearer to your success. Okay, so that is the three levels of commitment. We also have it here. According here, most people fail not because they lack desire. All of us have desires in life. That's why we have a lot of wishes. We have a lot of prayers, my dear friends. But because of lack of commitment. Okay, all of us have desires in life. But unfortunately, not all of us have the right level of commitment to continue for our journey as we reach our goals, our dreams in life. Okay, so now don't be like those people that they continue wishing, I wish that I am I am a millionaire. I wish that I have a car. I wish that I was just like this kind of person. Don't wish, because if you're just wishing, it means you're not doing anything. If you wanted to make that wish come true, you need to do something, okay? And that doing and that particular action is a part of your commitment. That whatever it takes, regardless of how hard it is, you're going to continue. Okay. So let's continue. For you to become successful, you need to be aware of discouragement and you need to know how to deal with them. This is very common. Every day, or let's say every once in a while, you will feel discouraged, no matter how high your commitment is and how high your belief is. So what are you going to do in order for you to deal with the discouragement? Because it's true that there are days, there are weeks that we feel very down. We feel very depressed. But let me tell you this, it's okay for you to feel discouraged. We are just human. We will feel down sometime, okay? But you cannot continue having that kind of feeling. So what are you going to do in order for you to deal and remove this discouragement in your life, especially in your business? Okay? In order for you to do that, what you need to do, my dear friends, is to remove yourself from talking to people who are always talking negatively. Remove yourself from dream stealers. So the dream stealers, these are the people who will say, that is not for you. That one is a pyramiding. That one will do you no good. They are just getting your money. They are the dream stealers. So, avoid them. Even though they are friends. I'm not telling you to, to unfriend them. I'm just telling you to avoid them. Okay, prevent talking to those people who are always giving you negative feedbacks. It's true that feedback is good, but if they're always saying bad compliments about you and about your business, it will not be good for your self-esteem. So make sure, avoid them, or try your best to shift your discussion to something more positive. Okay. Pilar Medalla said, hello, ma'am. Okay. Saying good afternoon. Good afternoon too. And Erickson Sarmiento said, be positive always. That's true. Thank you very much for all the hearts, for all the likes. And let's continue. Of course, if there's discouragement, there's also excitement. You need to be excited because this is an opportunity that can change your life for the better. So you need to show to people, you need to make people feel that this is that opportunity that can make them rich, that can make their dreams come true. And of course, it should start from you, my dear leaders. Don't expect that people will become excited simply because you presented to them. What if you presented, but unfortunately, you look very down, you're not smiling, or you look so agitated? How are they going to be excited? So make sure as you do your presentation, as you invite them, as you talk to people, you must show them your excitement, because we're talking about opportunity that can make them earn double or triple their income. So if you are, frowning, if you are so irritated, how will they believe that you are onto a business that can change lives? Okay, so now let's talk about this one. If you're going to, if you're going to show your excitement, always smile. Let me see your smile. If you are smiling, send me a lot of this kind of, emoji. I am sending it right now. That is the emoji of smile. Actually, it's not only smile. It's just like, laughing. So you need to show them your happy face. You need to be very excited, always energetic. Because if they, if they're seeing it, they will become curious. Why is it that this person is always happy? Why is it this person is always attending events? Why is this person always smiling? Okay? Plant curiosity on their mind. And somehow people will get curious and they will approach you if you are smiling. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of happy smiles. I love it. That is the smile. Since we cannot see each other, at least through the emoji, we can communicate with each other. Okay? So last but not the least is focus. There's no person who can do two things in a certain time. For example, I am doing a presentation like this. I cannot do another presentation at the same time in another group, because I will not be able to do my best and put all my information in a certain, in a certain presentation if I'm going to do it at the same time. Same goes in the business. You wanted to become successful, you must focus, laser-like focus to the business that you are doing right now. Okay. For example, if you're familiar with Mr. Harvey Eker, he said that before he is doing a lot of businesses, buying a lot of products, expecting to sell it, to his customers. So he decided to buy this kind of product, to have this kind of business, and he's doing it at the same time. Unfortunately, he cannot focus. He cannot focus very well because his attention is in different aspect. Now, if you wanted to, if you really wanted to create a wonderful result in this business that we're having right now, put your attention there, 100% attention onto this business, because we are honing ourselves. We are improving ourselves. How are we going to improve ourselves if we are doing a lot of things? Try your best to hone yourself first. You will need to have the skill, you need to have the knowledge. Once you are creating result, big result, let's say you're already earning hundreds of millions of naira, you already have the money, my dear friends, to at least start, to start another, ventures of business. You can delegate it. You can delegate it not only to yourself, but to people that you have trusted. That's the only time you can do it. Once your business already grows. But if it's not growing yet, you're just starting, don't expect that you can do a lot of things at the same time. Okay, for example, my dear friends, billionaires that we have in this world, such as Elon Musk. Elon Musk is just doing one business before. But as his income grows, he was able to venture in different kinds of businesses, investment, and a lot more opportunities. Try to grow up first, not only yourself, but to your business as well. Before you can, start other businesses out there, other ventures. Okay? So now that is just like A, B, C, D, up to F. Remember all those things. This is very necessary if you really wanted to become successful. According here, focus on the outcome, not the obstacle. Because sometimes, other than the fact that we wanted to do a lot of things to earn a lot of money, once challenge happens, once we failed, once we created a mistake, we focus more on those negative things. Please don't focus on the negative things, because challenges will really be there. It will not be removed, because as challenges comes, we learn, we grow. So instead, you need to increase the level of your commitment, believe in yourself, and focus Focus on the result that will happen, the great result that will happen once you finish the activities necessary for you to become successful in life. Okay. And last but not the least, always remember your focus determines your reality. So if you are focusing on negative things, expect that all the things will happen to you is negative as well. But if you are focusing on a vision that is very positive, the things that will happen to you are positive also. Okay, so we just, my dear friends, we just finished the ABCs of this NDO, from attitude, from belief, commitment, discouragement, excitement to focus. We finished it. Let's talk about your skill set. What are the skills that you must have in order for you to do this business well, for you to master network marketing industry? The first one, of course, we are all prepared and we are all aware of this. Sorry about that. Prospecting. Prospecting, this is a kind of skill to which you are going to prospect. You are going to search or locate for people who has the ability or the highest probability, my dear friends, of joining your business. When you say prospecting, you are not going to invite or tell people about your business, tell the people about your product, but instead, you are going to search, you are going to locate, find them first. Okay, don't just, don't just invite, don't just talk, and you expect them that they will say yes. You need to know them first. That's why we have the skills known as prospecting. So how are you going to do your prospecting? You should have your prospecting list. Okay, so this is kind of notebook. You must have a very clean, beautiful notebook, or let's say presentable notebook. That particular notebook, my dear friends, that is the book that you will write down all the important information about the people that you are going to invite and connect to your business. Put their names there, contact number, their address. And by doing so, you have a guide of who are the people you have already connected to the business, you have already contacted, and you have already chatted, chatted and get to know more when it comes to this business. Without that one, it will be really hard to monitor who are the people you have already connected yourself to. Okay, so according here, list of people who may or may not join you. List 100 prospects name. I know you have a lot of friends. If you are unaware of those friends, kindly check your Facebook. You will be shocked how many friends you have there. Me, I'm shocked. Last 2 years ago, I'm not really a Facebook person or a social media person. But when this pandemic came, I become, somehow very aware or knowledgeable when it comes to Facebook, because it is necessary for me to connect to a lot of our leaders. Now I found out that I have a lot of friends there, and I was so shocked. Some of them, I know them, but somehow it's not that we are so close. Now, to all the viewers out there, if you wanted to write down the list, you can check your Facebook, your Facebook friends list. If you are not using Facebook, you can use your Instagram. You can also check your WhatsApp, okay, your WhatsApp contact list. You will find out that you have a lot of people, acquaintances, friends, business partners, or even classmates. Write down their names, okay? Write down their names on your prospect list. Next one, mark your top 10. You need to identify among the 100 who are the people who will most likely love your opportunity. Don't just contact them one by one without even knowing if these people has the highest probability of joining you or not. Because if you're just doing that, more rejection will come. And of course, even though we know that rejection is something that all of us is going to experience, being rejected is really heartbreaking. It's really making me feel sad. Okay, so in order for us to at least prevent that from happening or lessen the number of rejections that you're going to have, you need to determine who are these top 10 people that you are going to contact first. Next, identify your first 2. Okay, so if the top 10, they are your 1, the top 2 will be your hottest. These are the people that they need money. These are the people that they're looking for an opportunity. These are the people that who love the products. Put them on the top 2. They're the one who's going to contact, or they're the one you need to contact first. Don't go prospect as you go. Prospecting is just like, just like the usual habit of toothbrushing, the usual habit of taking a bath. These are the things that we know every day we do. Even though we're not, we're not putting it on our schedule and we're not reminding ourselves, but still we continue doing it because we know it is necessary for us to become healthy. Same goes for our business. Prospecting is very important and vital when it comes to our business. Next, invitation. After searching for them and locating for them, you need to communicate with them. You need to build trust and rapport with each other in order for you to know what is it that they need that will make them join your business. Because people, they have certain problems. They have certain needs. You need to know what is this needs that they need in order for you to give them, a solution for their problem. For example, there are people there who lack time. They don't have time with their family. So now, in order for you to help them, you need to present your business in a way that the people will see that this business will give you time freedom. So what if the person's problem is about the money? He just lost a job. The company just kicked him or her out of the company. Now, since you already know that particular, problem of that friend of yours, you know how are you going to present and deliver the presentation to your friend, showing or letting him or her understand that this opportunity that you are giving and presenting to her is the one that can give her a solution to her problem. So how will you know, anyways, how will you be able to know the certain problem of your friends, of that person you are inviting? Simple. Remember the form, FORM. Type it there on the comment section below. Form. Form stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message. Did you know that here in Nigeria, you are really good when it comes to doing your invitation? Because greeting and complimenting people comes normally here. Even though we are not, we are not acquainted with each other. If we see someone, we greet everyone good morning. We greet everyone good afternoon. How's your day? How far? How's your night? So just imagine, that is a certain kind of attitude that we do here in Nigeria, but in other countries we are not doing. So I'm telling you, when it comes to my people here in Nigeria, they are really good when it comes to the business, and they are very, very open-minded. Okay, so because of how they talk, because of how they approach people, they are getting more information. To my brothers and sisters here in Nigeria, once you get the information from the people you are talking to, don't take it for granted, because that is where you're getting the information on how are you going to deliver your presentation. Okay, so you can talk about the family. How's your family? How's your job? What is it that you're doing? What is your, what are your activities? Did you know that I am also doing this? Oh, maybe we can have this kind of activity, since both of us loves to attend this kind of seminars. Since both of us, we love to attend church, maybe we can attend at the same time, at the same day. Okay, by doing so, you're actually getting to know each other. You are building trust and rapport because you know the person well. Same goes for the person. People will not say yes to you unless otherwise they know you and they trust you. So if you wanted those people to trust you, you need to start your conversation with this. Okay, form. If it's family, occupation, recreation, you can start your conversation with any of this. Once you already know the problem, you can send your message. Okay. Kwama Day Esumang said form, FORM, and Tata Medalia. How are you, ma'am? And we also have Arlene Soalan. Erickson Sarmiento Corpus saying ABC rule. Very good. Okay. So when it comes to invitation, there are types of invitation. There is telephone invitation and there are personal invitation. When you say telephone, this is the kind of invitation to which you're going to do it on your telephone or on your mobile phone. So when you do your invitation there, make sure your voice is excited. The energy is there. Because if you're doing your invitation that you are so, you are so down, you are so discouraged, you are so irritated, somehow your voice will show it. The other person on the line will feel it. And people who are giving them negative, negative energy, they don't like it. Me, if other people are giving me a lot of negative things, I will not like it. Even though, let's say, I can somehow react to it or respond to it properly, but somehow it also affects my mood. So in order for you to get their positive feedback and their good side, when you are talking to phone, make sure you are also feeling that happiness, excitedness, and the energy must be there. After all, we are talking about, we are talking about an opportunity that can change your life for the better. How about personal? When you're doing your personal invitation, my dear friends, make sure you must look presentable because you are the one representing your business. If you're saying that your business will be the one to make you rich, will be the one that can make you, buy this kind of machine, you need to portray that. You need to show it to people. How is people going to believe you if you are going outside and you are just, you are wearing some kind of a clothes that there's a lot of tear on it and somehow you look so very dirty, okay? You need to, present yourself as you represent your business. Since this is a business that can make you rich, you need to show other people. As they said, first impressions last. So make sure that the impression they have for you is a good one. Maybe you will notice that a lot of our leaders, if they're going outside, they look very presentable because those are the things that you also need to do in order for you to make people have a good impression of your business. Okay, so what if you are on a place that somehow, going outside is still restricted, doing seminar is somehow very restricted as well. How are you going to do your personal invitation? Simple. Just do it just like this. You can do it online. But even though you are on the comforts of your home, you still need to look presentable. Once again, we are onto a business that can change your life for the better, that can make you rich, that can make you buy all the material things that you wanted to buy. And of course, a business that can help you provide the needs of your family. Okay, so let's move on to another one. Of course, after inviting them to the presentation comes next. What is presentation? This is where you are going to present the wonderful marketing plan or compensation plan of the company together with the products. So what are the types of presentation? We have one-on-one. What if the person you have invited onto the business has position? Let's say he is a governor. Let's say he is a mayor. Let's say he is the president. Or let's say they are a very famous celebrity. What are you going to do? Are you going to invite them on a seminar hall just like this? Of course not. You need to invite them on a place that is private. Okay, that is one way for us to show respect to them and at the same time to give them time to know more about the business. You do one-on-one presentation. But remember, when you do your one-on-one presentation, you must look presentable. Next, of course, we have the house presentation. House presentation, my dear friends, is a kind of presentation to which, okay, the certain people that wants to know more about the business is very far away from you. I am here in Abuja and they are there in Abia State. Okay, that is a very, very far away state. So what are they going to do? They cannot just go and travel here in Abuja. They cannot just go and travel there in Port Harcourt because it takes a lot of time, 2 hours to 4 hours. And of course, if you're going to travel that long, my dear viewers, of course, it involves money. It involves ego. And not all people have that kind of money during that time. So what are you going to do? You can set up a house presentation to which one of your leader will help you to do that, to set it up on that certain place. Gather people, at least 10 to 14 people. Once you have already gathered the people, you have organized this particular training or event, you can now go there. Do your presentation with them. Okay, so the most effective one, this is the office presentation. In the office presentation, to all the viewers out there, this is the one that we are doing, the centering. We go to the office, there is one presenter. Let's say they are one of the SBs, leaders of the company. Let's say I am the one who's presenting. Now, my dear friends, we are gathering a lot of people, and it is very effective. It's because it's not only first timers who will be there, but a lot of leaders and members, and they are the one who's encouraging a lot of people who are inside of the hall. Some of them, they will say pawe, some of them they will say grabe, some of them naso naso. Now, my dear friends, this kind of people somehow brings the curiosity of these new people who are inside of the seminar hall. So that's the reason why centering or office presentation is very effective. Okay, so if by any chance you have a big presentation in your place on any of our regional center, what you just need to do, if you can just visit there, attend. Okay, all the seminars that we have are all for free. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need to do certain things just for you to visit and attend the trainings. Just go there. You are welcome. We have presentation 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. every blessed day, Monday to Saturday. And online as well, just in case, we also have an online presentation 10 a.m., 12 noon, and of course 2 p.m. So what you just need to do, once again, like our page, follow our page, and you will always be updated. Let's talk about the last one, or last, let's say, the topic before the last one rather, the ABC rule or closing. Not all people will say yes immediately as they hear the presentation. So what you're going to do, you need to address whatever it is that is on their mind. Because for example, if I'm a prospect, I attended the presentation, there are things that is, popping out on my mind, and I want those things to be answered. If you let those people just go out and do their normal thing, there's a chance that some people will answer their questions, and somehow their answer is very unsatisfactory or negatively affecting your business. It's not good. So before they go home, make sure you do your closing. One of the strategies we use when it comes to closing is the ABC rule. Especially if you are a member who just joined the business. For example, me, when I was doing the business 6 years ago, I am not aware of how to do the closing. I am not a talkative person. I am not an extroverted person. I am an introvert, and I prefer silence. I prefer just, staying in my house, in my room. That's how introverted I am. So in order for me to do my closing very well, I do this one. I adopted the ABC rule. What is ABC? A stands for the advisor. Advisor, this is your upline, the management, the GA, the MC, the SB. These are the people that can help you do the closing and answering for you. Okay. So now what you're going to do, you will be called a bridge. You as a bridge, you need to talk to the advisor. Maybe your upline, the GA or the SB, ask them, maybe upline, sir, ma'am, maybe you can help me to do the closing. I've invited my sister or brother. He's very interested in the business, but for some reason, he's having doubts. He's having this kind of fear and a lot of objections. Maybe you can help me. I am just new in the business. Maybe you can give me an advice, or maybe you can talk with me to her to address her problems. Okay? So now, during the time you're asking the advisor, make sure that you are going to introduce your prospect to them so that they can organize the thought and the sentence that they are going to deliver to your prospect. They will be able to answer the concern very well. So how about this one? Your client is your prospect, of course. So before the discussion starts, make sure as a bridge, it's your duty to introduce the advisor to the client. And you need to also introduce them very well. For example, I'm going to introduce the advisor. Don't just introduce them. This is Mr. like this. He is the client, is my prospect. Talk to each other. Don't do like that. It's not like that. Oh. There's a proper way to do the ABC rule. For example, okay, my sister, let me introduce to you one of our multi-millionaires, one of our global ambassador. I can give you a lot of answer to your questions, to your objections, but I believe you will be more motivated once you talk to this wonderful person that also wants me to become a leader that I am right now. Let me introduce you to my, okay, the name of the person, the position, and of course, if you know the background of the person much better, because people can relate more if they know the person more. But if you are going to expect that the client will just respect the person he is talking to, now for you, there's a chance that they will not even listen to the person, because why would I listen to this person? Who is he? I am a doctor. Why would I talk to this person that I don't even know what he is doing? Okay, so make sure you introduce them to each other. Okay, so during this whole discussion, other than the fact that you introduce them to each other, well, you also need to listen very well. Why? Because there are things that the advisor will ask in between, or during the time of the discussion. You need to be there to answer those. And of course, there are some things that you need to observe, because someday, or maybe one of these days, you will be the one to do the closing for this new person that will join your business. You need to be knowledgeable. It's not every day. It's not forever that the GA, the management, the SB, and your upline will always do the closing for you. What if they have their own activity? What if they are on a vacation? What if they are very busy? How are you going to do the closing? Don't tell me you're just going to wait for them. Don't do that. Make sure that you are equipped. Okay, so once you successfully invited an advisor, your GA, your upline, observe, listen, take note, because next time it will be you who will do the closing or the ABC rule to your people. Last but not the least, of course, we have the follow-up. As they say, the fortune is on the follow-up. So how are you going to do this? Let's say, closing, you finish it. There are people who join. Unfortunately, there are people who are somehow skeptical, or somehow they don't have the budget yet. So what are you going to do? It's okay. You can apply the rule of follow-up. So when you're going to do your follow-up, don't follow them up after 1 week and after 1 month. You need to do your follow-up within 24 to 48 hours. That is 1 to 2 days. Because by the time the people are still very excited, they're still very curious, and they want to know more about the business. So you need to take advantage of that time period. What are you going to do to maintain the level of excitement, or at least increase the level of excitement? Invite them to more trainings, invite them to more events. If you can invite some of your people who has already resolved, let them talk to those prospects of yours, so that the level of excitement will also increase. But what if you really waited for 1 week or 1 month before you do the follow-up? What will happen? During those duration of time, let's say 7 days, 10 days, there are people who will talk to your prospect. They will give them a lot of information, negative information. And once they absorb that, instead of them saying yes to your business, they will just say no, or maybe they will say, give me some time. I'm scattered. I want to look for more answer to my question. I want to check it out. I want to observe first. So instead of you getting a wonderful feedback, you're actually getting that kind of feedback to which, a lot more time is needed just for them to say yes. So when you're going to do your follow-up, make sure you maximize the 24 to 48 hour rule. Invite them to events. Give them a lot of, testimony. Send it through WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever it is that you're communicating with them. It will help them to maintain the level of excitement. Expose them more to our business. If we have new promos, tell them. If we have new packages, tell them. If we have new car achiever, new millionaire circle, send it to them. Okay, let them celebrate with us. That is follow up. And this one, goal setting. Goal setting is not part of the 5 fingers, but this is also part of the skill. To be honest with you, if you're going to do the business, this is the one that you should be doing first. Because by doing so, you're not only determining or identifying your why, you're actually preparing yourself, creating a lot of plans, creating a lot of activities towards your goal. Because why is not enough? You also need to identify your goal in order for you to create a map going there. So how are you going to do your goal setting? Remember the SMART. There's a lot of strategies when it comes to goal setting, but we commonly apply SMART when it comes to our industry. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So it's up to you, okay? It's up to you, my dear friends, on how are you going to apply it. But make sure you're going to do it one step at a time. Don't expect that results will be there simply because you joined the business. Okay, so when you say specific, let's say my goal is for at least me to earn 168,000 naira in a month. Is that possible in this business? Yes, it's very possible because we can even earn more than 168,000 naira in a month. Sometimes there are people who are earning that amount of money in a day. Now, how am I going to do that? Okay, so make sure that if you're going to do your goal setting, you need to identify or you need to write down the exact amount of money you are going to achieve. Don't just tell yourself, I want to become a millionaire. I want to earn this kind of amount of money, 100,000 of naira in just a few months. How many months is that? How much million is that? How much 100,000 is that? You need to be that specific for you to know what are the activities that you need to do for you to reach that particular amount of money. When you say measurable, so for example, when I said earlier, I wanted to earn 168,000 naira. When are you going to hit that one? Is it after 1 year? Is it after 1 month? Is it after 1 week? Is it after 1 hour? You need to measure it so that you have a target. You're pushing yourself that I still have, this number of days before the deadline comes. It's just like examination. When examination deadline is there, somehow you are, you feel the cramming sensation that I need to review, because if I don't review, I will not be able to perform well on my studies. So that's why the deadline is there. So when you're doing your goal setting, there should be a deadline. When do you need or when do you want to hit that particular goal of yours? Next one, is it achievable? Some people will say, I wanted to earn hundreds of millions of naira in just a matter of 1 day. Okay, so let me tell you this, it can happen, but at first it will not, because you are not equipped yet, you are not skillful yet, and you don't have the right strategy to make it happen. There are leaders who can do that simply because they already have the strategy and they planned for it, they studied for it, and it takes them a lot of time just for them to create that certain strategy. So make sure that if you are, if you are a first timer, make sure, my dear friends, that you are going to create a goal that you think you can hit. Okay? I know that goal sometimes it's hard to hit, but make sure it's something that you can reach. Okay? Next, it should be realistic. If you are going to earn 100 million naira in just a day, is that realistic? Of course not. What realistic is 100 million naira in just a matter of how many years? It depends on your skills. It depends on your activities. It depends on your willingness to learn more and grow into this business. And last but not the least, timely or time bound. Okay. When exactly do you need or do you want to accomplish all these things? Because when it comes to goals, there's a lot of goals. There are small goals. There are also small or short-term goals, or there are also long-term goals. So you need to identify both of those. So when I say 168,000 naira, that is only a short-term goal, because I can achieve that in just a matter of 1 month, 3 months, or even, lesser than 1 year. But when you say I wanted to earn 100 millions of naira, that is somehow already included on a long-term goal. So we have a separate training for the goal setting, my dear friends. What you just need to do is for you to always be updated on this channel. Or if you're very excited, we have R2S. R2S is a kind of, a program that we created so that you will be equipped offline and online when it comes to this business. And one of the things we discussed there is goal setting. Okay, so there you have it. We just finished our NDO for today. Thank you very much for, listening to us. This is what I'm going to tell you. All these things that I just, shared to you, it will become possible. You can change, you can have the right mindset, you can have the skill set. Because everything will start from you. If you wanted to become successful, you must believe that you will become successful. You must believe that you will become a multi-millionaire, because if you don't have that belief, no matter how skillful you are, no matter how knowledgeable you are, if you don't believe in yourself, it will be hard for you to move forward to your journey, whatever industry it is. So make sure, start it with your belief, start it with your attitude. Make sure you have the commitment to back up that dream of yours. And believe you me, everything will just follow, including your income, including your dreams, including all the needs that you need to provide with your family. So thank you very much for listening to this NDO, or New Distributors Orientation. I appreciate you, my dear friends. Okay, so let me read some of the comments here. Okay, we have Akpoebi, Dierin, Marvin saying, nice one. Thank you very much. And Malodi Mashishi said, can I re-listen to this video afterwards? Of course, it's always here. All of our videos, my dear friends, are just recorded and saved in this page in Nigeria Talks. So just visit our page and share this page so that we can spread the good news. And once again, I want to promote, on Friday, we're going to have a general leaders training that will be conducted by our top 3, Mr. Ofonbo Kobokodom, and of course, our Hall of Famer here in Africa in the name of Mr. Namdi Anyachukwu. So don't miss that out, because that is a very massive training that we prepared for you here online. That is a free one. So just like this page and you will be updated and notified to any new information about our business and trainings. Okay, so we have Asukego. Michael Eze saying thank you. We have someone from Taiwan. Vilma Posadas, how are you, ma'am? And Ma'am Vera Amak, are you here where are you now, Ma'am Vera? Missing you. Thank you very much. So always remember that with God and with Aim Global, everything is possible. Bossa, 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 and God bless everyone. See you all tomorrow, 10 a.m. We have the Ed Plan 2.0. Okay? See you. And by 12 noon, we have the SPT. If you want to know more about the products of the company, attend that one, special product training or presentation conducted by the 3 of us, me, Mr. Jermaine, and Miss Katrina Linya. See you all there. And once again, God bless. We love you guys.